okay, pay attention because I get one shot at this and I'm going to do my best to keep it fluid, as informative as it needs to be, and also keep my mouth shut as much as I can. Uh, the thing about Welcome to My Life is, I said it. It's now. It's right now. It's while it's happening, and anyway, so I've been sharing the little bits here and there about what's been going on with the princesses. Mayor, be careful what you wish for, because the mayor said, things like talking about how you're getting through this whole thing with the girls. Yep, she's not wrong that this is what Welcome to My Life is made of. Snips and snails and puppy dog tails. I told you that I sent a text to the girls. I got a response from Cuttlebug, and I've been trying to read it, but see now, that's the problem with trying to do big things like this through text and typed word. It's because it's so much, and then you're trying to read it and process what you're reading, but at the same time, your brain is countering what you've read, and things start spinning, and so nothing is clear. And so I'm going to share it with you because I'm going to be real about this now. Now I'm getting a little irritated. So I'm going to put it out there the best I can. What I am going to do right this minute is I am going to read this text to you. You'll have her words. It won't be my version of her words, but it will also give me a chance to read it all the way through and start to process, because I know I need to process. I plan on responding later today sometime, but I already know from what I've seen, I really need to let this process, because ego, humanness, it's all very much to me an attack. So right away when we're attacked, we want to fight back, and I don't want to fight back. I'm not angry. I'm not even sure I'm hurt. I'm just very confused. Very confused. So I don't want to lash out at them when I respond. I also, when I respond, don't want to get too lengthy. The other problem with this is so much information that requires so much of a retort to do any of it justice. That's not possible, and I can't do that, and I'm not going to. I'm not doing it this way. Absolutely not. So if that means we're done at this, you'll see, then I guess we're done at this. I just don't know but I'm not going to try to resolve this whole thing and go back and forth with these lengthy, no. So I told you in yesterday's video that I sent the text, and so now I got a response. This is seriously getting out of hand, and I am absolutely done with it. The fact that you claim to have no clue about the stuff we have brought up shows that you have never once listened during any talk we've ever had, because it has all been said before, so there is no point in having another conversation about it. So maybe I will give little... We're misinterpreting each other's words. I'll give commentary. I can't say my response, because I'm not putting my response here first before I give it to them. But okay, She's not wrong, but she's not understanding where my viewpoint is. I told you 2 fights ago last May that if you ever got angry and screamed at me or got violent again, I would be done, because it has happened time and time again since we were children. So moving day should have been my absolute last straw, and I should have cut contact then. I decided to give you a second chance, and clearly that was a mistake because you don't know anything other than anger and violence. I can think of one time that I got violent, and it was moving day, and it wasn't even towards a person. It wasn't even technically violence, but that's my version of the story. Theirs apparently is very different. This is hard. Like, since they're I am the least stressed that I've been in 2 years, except for when you decided to post about us and slander us. Slander them? When? What? It's hard. So many thoughts. I needed my stuff out of storage because you took many of my things before moving without ever telling me, and I spent months asking for them back. You said you'd look when you had time. Well, I didn't have time to wait. I needed things that you had, so stop trying to pity yourself. It had absolutely nothing to do with you. This one I am going to comment on, because, yeah, I had to pack and move, but also you need to know, as I read that, what you need to know is that the storage unit is less than 5 minutes around the corner. And I, on more than one occasion, told her we should meet out there so I could show her the code, how to get in and where it was. Like that, I'm not even going to take, because it should have never been my responsibility to go get her stuff from storage. I put it there so she could conveniently get to it without disturbing too much of her day or her life. I paid $5 extra a month so we could have 24-hour access, because she complained about not having 24-hour access. So no, I'm sorry. That one I will respond to now, because that's just... I got off your insurance because I am able to save $25 a month being on my own, of the exact same company, also nothing to do with you. Good. I mean, on both points, how was I supposed to know it had nothing to do with me? All I knew was you were doing it. I was left to assume, something you apparently are very familiar with. And I'm speaking to you because you or someone, one of your cronies, is watching. There should be no reason for me to have to text you about parking issues. Have some common courtesy and leave space when you clearly know it's going to be an issue. Who's... What? We tried to be nice and at least give you a Christmas present, but that got returned. So we were done trying with you when you decided to do that. I don't really understand how that requires clarity. Please understand. And I talked about this. There's video that discusses this. Christmas was already a hard thing for me. I had had discussion with my mother about how to handle it, get them gifts, accept their gifts. Because so much was thrown out there and so much was said and so much negativity, how could anything, first of all, how does a Christmas present mean anything to me after all those things that were said? You have all these ill feelings and you want to give me a Christmas? I can't take it. Why? So I could sit here and look at it and think about how my daughters aren't talking to me anymore? Okay, fine. It was a choice. It was a hard choice, but I had to make it. But we tried to give you a Christmas present. The Christmas present that I came home from work one day and found over there, not a note or a card or a nothing. Yeah, I knew who it was from, but how was I supposed to even know who it was from without nothing? They didn't bring it to me. They didn't personally deliver it. They didn't, it was the most impersonal gesture ever, which was just as offensive to me as my returning the gift was to them. There's so much I could say, so much I could say to them. I don't know how I'm going to handle this yet. I need to but we're at 12 minutes now, so I'm going to stop.